What is up, you guys? Dennis Garcia here and welcome back to my channel. How the fuck are we all doing today? How the fuck is everybody's week going? I know that for a lot of you guys who are in California and New York are still in a mandatory lockdown and have been for like a good week and a half. Here in Phoenix, things aren't really that bad, but a lot of us are self-isolating and social distancing and not sleeping. As I'm filming this video, it is 4:54 in the morning, March 25th. If this thing will fucking focus. There we go. And I feel like I have not slept in like a year. I have been self-isolating, self-quarantining now since Saturday, March 21st, if I have the date correctly, which I'm not entirely sure because I have lost track of time, because I have not checked on the time. I have not needed to check on the time. I have not needed to check my calendar because I am doing nothing with my life right now, which in a sense is kind of a relief because for like the last 2 weeks, I have been panicking about catching the virus. I've been panicking about my job. I've been panicking about my bills. And in this quarantine so far, the last 5 days, I have done nothing but stay up, eat pasta, ignore the world around me, and just kind of go crazy, if I'm being honest. It sucks to be alone during an outbreak because I'm a very introverted person. I will be the first to go home when there's a party going on. I'll be the first to be in bed on a fucking Friday night when everybody else is out and about partying. But there's a difference between like choosing to stay home and being forced to stay home because there's nothing going on outside. Like none of the restaurants are open to go eat inside of. I can't go out to the movies. I can't go out to the bar. I can't go get a drink. I literally stayed home last night, talked to my friend Sam on the phone for like 3 hours and got drunk on the phone with him while he was completely sober. And by the end of the call, I was trashed, and that was the most fun that I've had this week because I have not done a goddamn thing. I did go to the park with my family, which was nice, and we kept our social distance from everybody else, but obviously like family is family and you risk coronavirus while being with your family because that's just what Mexicans do. We social distance ourselves from people who are not our families, but once Mexicans get together, it's like social distancing who? Self-quarantine? What? I know. Mexicans are weird. Mexican families in general are just fucking weird. Like we have these weird set of rules that we put out towards other people, but then when it comes for those rules to be put onto us, we're like, no, we're not gonna listen. As you guys can see by the background of whatever's behind me, I decided to change up the scenery of the backdrop a little, which now I am looking at it through the viewfinder and I do not like it. I do prefer last week's video where I had it filmed where you could see like the couch, my tree plant that is out off camera, and my bed, but that whole setup took a lot of time to perfect and to get the right lighting, and it's fucking 5 o'clock in the morning and I have not slept since yesterday. So I'm like, you know what, I really don't want to set up the lights and have everything prepped and stand in my kitchen and film, so I'm just gonna sit in my bed. We're gonna work with the backdrop we have this week. This will probably be the last time you'll see this backdrop because this backdrop is sad and boring and I do not like the blankness of here and the loneliness of here. So next week's video will probably be back up on the kitchen area so that we can do like a nice aesthetically pleasing background video. I was planning on learning some new things, learning how to improve my video editing, learning how to improve my photo editing, but the only things that I've done is watch This Is Us, Manifest, eat pasta, lay in bed all day, and sleep until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which has not been great for me because I have not done a lot of exercising because I've been in bed all day because I'm usually tired because I'm usually up till 5 in the morning watching Manifest and This Is Us and eating pasta, and then by the time that I go to sleep and wake up, I just go shower, and then I'm like, I don't really want to go work out because I'm tired because I didn't sleep last night because I was up all night watching This Is Us and Manifest and eating pasta, and it's just a vicious cycle of self-destruction. But that's just like a regular Tuesday in my normal life, you know? Social distancing and self-quarantine has actually helped me a lot mentally. I have been freaking out a lot in regards to the virus. I'd had panic attacks. I was having stress, worrying about my job and bills and how shit was gonna get paid. As you guys know, my company has been very helpful in helping us out during our fears and during this pandemic. I'm not on any websites right now. I'm not on Reddit. I am not on Facebook. I'm not looking for any type of news or conspiracy theories. I am done with them for a while. I was like mentally going insane. Don't get me wrong. I still believe this is all part of a bigger plan, but they haven't announced anything yet, and I have not checked anything online either. So I am just like, ignorance is bliss. The least that I know, the better. If it just pops up on me one day and I'm like, oh crap, martial law's here, then it's here. But like, I am tired of like physically looking for shit on conspiracy websites and psyching myself out and freaking myself out and stressing myself out and giving myself panic attacks and anxiety attacks. I'm just trying to enjoy my quarantine, my 2 weeks off of work, just hoping that I can self-isolate and that everybody in Phoenix and everybody in the country and everybody in the world could just fucking self-isolate for like a month. In a month, we can all resume life as normal. But there have been so many fucking cases. In Phoenix, Arizona, there was just 19 cases at ASU, at the college. At the #1 party college in the United States, ASU, where everybody has sex with everybody, 19 people from ASU tested positive for the virus. And now Lord knows how many other fucking people are infested in that school. Infested, infected, same thing. You got an STD, you got the virus, you're infested, you're infected, put them both together and you're just a nasty human being. You can go back out to the club in like a month and go be a whore and whore yourself out and pop your butthole and rip your vagina and fucking tear your mouth open into whatever the fuck you do to get your rocks off. But like right now, if we don't listen to the government and we don't social distance, self-isolate, self-quarantine, we are not gonna get past this until like the end of the year. And a lot of companies and a lot of businesses and a lot of people, including me, are gonna be affected because you can't keep your boner in your pants or your vagina in your pants or your tits in your shirt and can't go a fucking month without being a fucking slut and going out to party. Where are you guys finding these parties? Are you guys like making these parties? Are you guys like creating these parties? Or are they like COVID-19 2020 parties at ASU? Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Just like fucking stop. You have the whole rest of your lives to like slut it up, whore it out. Give us 30 days, give the world 30 days for us to cure ourselves of this fucking virus. And then once we're in the clear, if you wanna go and get gonorrhea and herpes, by all means, go for it. But please, stay the fuck home for a while, guys. It's not that hard. As you guys can see, self-quarantining is doing wonders for my mind. Actually, no, being on a serious note, I am actually the most calmest that I've been in the last month since I don't know how to talk. This is the calmest that I've been in the last month since this whole thing started, and then started getting worse, and then started getting worse day after day, week after week. It's just getting worse, and the cases are getting worse, and everything's getting worse. But I am calm because I'm taking precautions during this whole entire situation. I took myself off of work with the intent that I knew that I had my job secured. A lot of people who are still going to work, whose jobs are essential to the economy, and the people are still going to work because they have to go. But for us who have the privilege to take time off of work and still be getting paid for it, and not have to freak out about your bills, and not have to freak out about rent, and just listen to what the government is saying, regardless of whether it's a fucking conspiracy theory or not. In a sense, they're trying to help us, and they're trying to make this not go away, because it probably won't go away, but lessen the amount of people that get infected in the country. I hope that you are all with people that you love, whether it's your like partner, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, kids, parents, brothers, sisters, cousins, roommates, friends, whoever it is that you're with. I hope that you guys are taking care of yourself, taking precautions. I have not yet gone to my parents' house to stay with them because I'm still self-isolating myself, and we have not gone into a mandatory lockdown in Phoenix as of yet, so I really don't want to go and disrupt my parents' lives as of yet until I absolutely have to. I am doing fine being home alone. There's nothing that I hate doing more than cooking when I'm fucking starving. it is not fun. I have to like cook and I'm like pissed cooking everything. Like I just want to fucking eat right now, and I have to fucking boil this pasta and fucking cut up these sausages and cook the sausages and then fucking boil the pasta sauce so that it's hot, and then put the pasta in and then mix it, and then everything's too hot to eat, so I gotta wait for it to cool down, and it's just a fucking process. I am going to go get coffee. Oh, also don't touch your face. I wash my hands, so like I'm okay to touch my face. I also have not touched anybody. I took a shower. I have been taking precautions and my face was itchy, but don't touch your face if you're out and about and touching doors and possibly penises and titties and vaginas. Wash your hands after. Wash your hands before you do that. You don't want COVID-19 while you're like sticking it into a girl. That wouldn't be fun for her. Her vagina would have the flu, and that would not be a pretty sight to see. Anyways, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this week's video. I wanted to kind of keep it a little bit light. I know I've been talking a lot about the coronavirus the last like 3 videos that I've posted, but it's because it's a crazy thing. It's a crazy time that we are going through, and the only way that I can sort of analyze everything in my brain and get out how I feel and feel better is by talking about it. If you guys want to talk to me, I'm also on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat. Instagram and Snapchat are at Dennis Garcia. My Twitter is at the Dennis Garcia, and you can find all of my links to all of my social medias down in the description box below. Aside from that, I hope that you guys are all having a good day, a good week, a good month, and a good year, and a good life, and a very, very good quarantine. Aside from that, I will see you guys on the next one.